Doodle physics. First of all, the first question arises in our mind is that what is physics? So remember one thing, there are different definitions of physics are available in different books. Just like this, physics is the branch of science which depends upon observation and measurement of natural phenomena. And that physics is the branch of science which deals with matter and energy and their interactions. But the definition which I found most easy and understandable is that physics is the study of physical quantities. So we are moving ahead and build our concepts by taking the same definition. As we defined, physics is the study of physical quantities. In order to build our concepts, we need to understand what are physical quantities. My friends, there are two types of quantities exist in this world. Number one, non-physical quantities, and number two, physical quantities. Physical quantities are those quantities which we can measure or calculate by some methods. For example, length, mass, time, density, volume, etc. etc. However, non-physical quantities are those quantities which we can never measure or calculate. Now you think, what types of quantities are those which we cannot measure? Just use your brain to guess those quantities. No? Got confused? Okay, let me tell you guys, what are those quantities which we cannot measure at all? Those quantities are love, hate, truth, lie, happiness, sadness, and much more. These quantities are not related to physics because we can never measure these quantities. So finally, we came to know that physics is purely the study of physical quantities, nothing else. So now, let us discuss physical quantities in detail. In this universe, there are two types of physical quantities exist. The first ones are fundamental quantities, and the second ones are derived quantities. First, let's see what are fundamental quantities. Fundamental quantities are the basic or base quantities, those quantities which do not require any other quantity to measure, or we can say they are independent of each other, are called fundamental quantities. Let's suppose if we need to measure mass, then we will require only mass balance and we will able to measure mass. No other quantity will be required. There are 7 basic or fundamental quantities which are mass, length, time, temperature, electric current, amount of substance, and luminous intensity. Now let's come in to learn what are derived quantities. Derived quantities are calculated from 2 or more measurements. We need 2 or more same or different physical quantities to calculate derived quantities. For example, if we need to calculate velocity, then we will be required displacement and time to calculate velocity, because velocity is equal to displacement over time. Similarly, acceleration is velocity over time and area is length into width, and volume is length into width into height. Other examples of derived quantities are force, weight, torque, work, energy, electric flux, and much more. This is the end of this video. If you like this video, then please hit like button, share this video, and subscribe our channel. Thanks.